Yeah, hi. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Smackdown review. This show was terrible, boring, bad. It was just as bad as Raw. For weeks, I think I have praised SmackDown more than Raw, and more so, I haven't praised SmackDown. Let's just say that I wasn't saying that the show completely sucked or was so fucking boring. Sure, there'll be here and there like boring shit happening, but at least you would look forward to something like take away from the show. Like, something happened on the show. I mean, sure, one thing happened on the show, but my God, did this show still suck? This show was still boring. No star power at all. Rey Mysterio, like, that's like the only star who was there on the show. LA Knight, sure, on the show, but like, boy, did they drop the ball with him. Boy, have they dropped, like, this show. This is how you do a wrestling show. Let's just say that, okay? This show is really boring, terrible, not good. Only one thing you can take away from the show, but it wasn't enough to save this show. Let's be for real here, okay? Like, one thing happened, wow, whoop-de-doo, and then the show basically just dropped dead, okay? Oh, what are you talking about? What about the main event? Well, guess what, people? No one cares about women's goddamn wrestling. Again, this was your typical SmackDown. This was your show that they decide for some reason have the women main event the show. And I'm just thinking to myself, why? Why would you have the women main event the show? I don't give a fuck. They're not good enough. I don't give a fuck what some stupid angle you have. They're not good enough to main event the show. They suck. They're garbage. They don't need to be in a fucking shitty ass War Games. They should not be main eventing. They don't draw. They're literally equivalent to the WNBA. And guess what? Nobody watches the WNBA. If that's sexist, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Go fuck yourself. That's what I have to say. This show sucked. Very boring show. I don't like this show at all. Grab your Coca-Cola, drink my Nestle, 5 minutes and bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, cheers, motherfuckers, cheers. And this show did not make bitch go, oh shit, that's for damn sure. This show wanted to make me fall asleep, that's what I have to say. God, this show is terrible. I don't like this show at all. Show started with Rey Mysterio. He said that, he welcomed SmackDown, which is like, come on, man. Like, what's with all these wrestlers opening up the shows? Like, welcome to this certain show, blah, blah, blah. This was never the case back in the day. This was never the case when guys like Undertaker opened the show. Imagine if guys like The Undertaker opened the show, says, welcome to Monday Night Raw, will you rest in peace? You don't see that shit. Like, come on here. That's the commentator's job. They did a recap of Crown Jewel. Rey Mysterio came out. He says, welcome to SmackDown. He says, Crown Jewel, I defended my unit's title, but it was stolen from me because of Logan Paul taking a brass knuckles. I want a rematch, but you know damn well he would not win if that was brass knuckles. I'm like, sure. Maybe this could lead to a rematch between them. And in that match, you could basically do something where Santos turns heel, right? They kind of blow their wad tonight. Immediately, like, they blow their wad of... I mean, sure, they've been building it up. It's kind of like, feels like too soon to what they did. I don't mind the idea of Logan Paul versus Mysterio having a rematch. If it's like a stipulation, heck, it could even be a ladder match or something, Something that fits that what they can do in a match. Which I would not mind necessarily, you know what I mean? So I would not mind it. They could do something, and then it could lead to where Santos causes him the match and keep building to that match, like that feud with Santos and Rey. So yes. Carlito comes out while Rey Mysterio's talking. You would think like, what, this for some reason Carlito doesn't like Rey? No. So he says, as much as I have, and again, he has the new stupid theme song. Like, why can't we have the old theme song of Carlito? It just doesn't feel the same. Carlito comes out, he says that, as much as he wants to see Rey as U.S. champion, he has to point out the problem that it's not Logan Paul who caused him the match or took a cheap shot. It was Santos, because Santos basically left the brass knuckles, and he thinks it was intentional. This led to Santos being angry at Carlito, and basically they argue and they have to separate like a familia. You know what I mean? They have to fucking speak it Latino or whatever. I don't give a fuck. But this leads to Santos leaving. Reigns will catch up to him. Bobby Lashley and what is it? The stupid group. The fucking new. Okay, we don't know what the fuck this stupid group is. It's just Street Profits and Lashley. They're just basically new Hurt Business supposedly. Lashley defeated Carlito. This was basically, I guess, like this match happened before. Like I think last time we saw this match was like 07 or whatever. Sadly, did not care for this match, and this match was not even that great. So, it's just how it is. But let's be honest here. This is probably the only match that resembled a wrestling match from the entire show and in a long time. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, again, it involves two wrestlers who are cool, that were good back in the day. They're still cool now. But my God. Like, they're only two that look like wrestlers. How is it that Carlito looks more bigger than all these stupid wrestlers nowadays? I don't know what to tell you. That's why I would not mind him and Bobby, for some reason, to be a main event material. But unfortunately, if this is a precursor of if they were supposedly have a match in the future again, this was not sadly a good one. Maybe if you had a better build for this match, maybe. But my God, was this match not that great, unfortunately. Lashley won because of distraction and blah, blah, blah. Then they beat up Carlito when Santos was showed up, but he doesn't do anything. Then Rey Mysterio came out with a chair. He's like, why you didn't help Familia? And then for some reason, Santos snapped, and that's where he turned heel. He's like, I'm sorry, man. And then, like, Rey pushes him, but then that pushes Santos to be angry. So, it's not just the brass knuckles that he intentionally want to hurt Rey. It's just he's also kind of jealous type of thing. Or, why the hell you picked Carlito over me, Familia, So, and yeah, Santos basically broke free or whatever. He basically turned heel on Rey. He hurts Rey, his leg, he pushes the steel steps, and then everybody's so sad and whatever, couldn't believe it. It's not bad. It's just kind of feels too soon. They just kind of blow their wad with this, really. It felt so rushed. I understand they were kind of building up to it. It felt so sudden. I don't know. I would have loved this. I would have rather this ended the show. It would have made more sense. It felt more bigger. But no, we had to add some stupid shit. Whatever. I felt like this entire. Oh yeah, how can I forget? So Kevin Owens opened the show, and he was on commentary because Corey Graves and Carmella had their child, which congrats to them. So Owens was on commentary. So that was revolve the entire show because get it get it, he's there or whatever. I don't know. And then this led to some shit where he had I don't know. It just him being on commentary could have opened to possibilities, maybe him in the main event gets attacked by somebody leading to, but again it's a mid-card shit, so why was that a main full whatever, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, Bayley comes out. Bayley talks about how she couldn't believe Kairi Sane came back after what she did to her. She can't believe what Damage Control is doing, but then apparently, and then they all came out. Dakota Kai mentioned how we like you, Bayley. We just want to take off the pressure. Blah blah blah. That's why we brought Kairi, and Kairi forgives her from whatever. They want a hug, and she says she's not a hugger anymore. Whoop-de-fucking-do, who cares? Well, it's too late for that. Now you have all the neck beards. Why isn't she the huggable gimmick? Whatever. Apparently, she's playing with this. I don't fucking care what she said. This was just, I don't give a fuck about this. then Bianca comes out, she doesn't like what happens. Like, I don't like, but you know, I have people who don't like damage control too. And then Ric Flair Jr. comes out, and then what's her fucking name? Oh yeah, Asuka comes out, and then Asuka. And later, and it's announced that this is gonna be our and then tonight we got a 6-man woman tag. Like, why? Why we have to have this the main event? And now I guess this was our main. Like, oh, cause get it, something happened, which I'm surprised. Like something actually happened, not some stupid tag match. It just something happened, a swerve. But like, is that main event worthy? Like really? Like come on here, no one cares. Dragon Lee defeats Cedric Alexander. For some reason, this match happened again, and no one cares. Then LA Knight comes out. LA Knight says, you know, basically mentions how he could come out here, says he's disappointed, sorry to let the fans down, but then he mentioned how it's, you know, but he's not done with the bloodline, and and it's just like he admits it, like, you know, it's that, oh, you know, it, like if it wasn't for Jimmy Uso, he's gonna, you know, he would have been champion, but he's gonna make him pay. He's gonna make the bloodline pay. He's not done with the bloodline. He's not done with Roman until he's the WWE champion. So yeah, but then the Grayson Waller effect comes out and says, LA Knight says, Grayson Waller effect. That sounds like some sort of STD, right? I get a feeling that you're not allowed within 50 yards of school, you creep. I don't know, because Grayson Waller comes out and interrupts him to get it because they're having a match. It's whatever. I mean, I'll be honest with you, they kind of like the idea of them not doing war games with the bloodline and the Judgment Day kind of ruins the effect. And now Cena's probably gone again for Hollywood since the end of writer's strike. But again, to be fair, it takes time to like they have to like cast him, right? We don't know if he's officially already gone back to Hollywood, but the reality is, it's just like, it feels like there's a kind of something that they could do. Oh, is this Cena's retiring? Like, you really think Cena's going to retire a crown jewel? Like in Saudi? I don't think so, people. That's just what they want you to think somewhat. But again, what I would like to see, and so apparently Roman's not going to be on Survivor Series because he's scheduled to be gone. I understand that he's going to be still champion, right? But like really, like he can't be on the show. You can't do shit with him being in War Games or whatever. I don't see what's the problem not doing a big War Games match, since you're going to do War Games. Why not actually have it be Team Bloodline and Team Judgment Day versus Team Cody and all the fucking good guys, involving Jey Uso, involving the fucking Sami and Kevin Owens, even involving LA Knight, involving fucking John Cena with Solo, and then, you know, his issue with the bloodline. Styles could be in the match. Basically have like, you don't worry about the numbers. Worry about making a big fucking legit war, right? And I wouldn't mind having the whole Survivor Series aspect of being elimination. Just whoever wins, like each team get like fucking gold, get some fucking, you know, they get prestige. You know what I mean? It could be like without the elimination or whatever, but like it just like, why not do something with that? There's perfect opportunities, honestly. And then you could have like also maybe Orton return in the match too, be one of the members. You know, you can even have, I don't know, McIntyre join whatever group, whatever, just something. Just make it the biggest War Games possible, and it would be fucking intriguing as all hell. And I wouldn't, and that itself could just be a one-match show. We don't need War Games with the women. We don't need fucking so many. Again, but that bullshit kind of making like just useless. Like, you're just dragging out, ruining the purpose of a certain match for a pay-per-view. Which is why I'm worried. Like, why the fuck they have to always do, you know, gimmick pay-per-views where, and then you basically make like two. That's like having two Hell in a Cell matches one night, and it's like fucking terrible. Come on. But yeah, like, come on here. What are you doing with LA Knight? Like, really? And he's gonna face Jimmy Uso next week? You're really doing the same match? It's not like no disqualifications. It's not like anything goes. It's not like any stipulation. It's the same bullshit-ass match. Same thing with Cody and and Jay versus the Judgment Day. It's gonna be the same match for Raw. Come on here. It was all about work rate. That's all that matters. Like, shut up. LA Knight defeats Grayson Waller. Whatever. During the match, Kevin Owens make fun of Grayson Waller of his face looking like what happened when he punched both him and Austin Theory. He keeps mentioning how he beats up Austin Theory and Grayson Waller with one punch. She kept showing the clip. It wasn't even that funny. And then, oh, get it? Oh, Grayson Waller is angry, and him and Austin Theory are pushing Kevin Owens to get suspended because he has to only do commentary, which, I mean, he was fully provoked, right? So, like, shouldn't that be, like, mentioned? Like, if he's provoked, he could basically get revenge? I don't fucking know. Whatever. He gets water thrown at him, and I don't know, some shit. I don't fucking remember. But he's like angry that something happened to Kevin Patch. Like, why do you care about Kevin Patch? So much for you being Stone Cold Kevin Owens. Like, come on here. And he fucking beats him up and like, whatever. It was just like, if you're really that angry, you should have fucking beat the shit out of him. It's just like, oh, get it? He does a stunner. And all of a sudden, that's guaranteed to make that's a legit good beatdown. Wow. You see, if someone does shit to your friend or like, does shit to like you, and it's like, you know, you beat the shit out of them. You just fucking gave them, like, mercy beating. Like, what the fuck? You gotta beat the shit out of them. It didn't feel like you actually beat the shit out of the motherfucker. God damn. God, imagine if this was Stone Cold. Like, Stone Cold actually would beat the shit out of people. We get announced, they show a recap of Cena, a devastating loss at Crown Jewel, getting beat up by Solo. And then get it, guys, Solo's returning next week. So they're doing like the same shit now with Roman where everybody returns after 1 week. Do they not know that return basically means, like, I understand return can mean like, oh, you know, you return after a certain day, you know, sure, it's, but like, when you keep using this term return in wrestling terms too, so many times, it ruins the point of fucking a legit return. Because returns in WWE or wrestling in general are supposed to be valued when you are like taking like a long hiatus. Okay? That's a return. That's a fucking same thing with fucking a guy returning to wrestling, like Edge returning. That's when the word return is valued. Not just, oh, this guy's returning after 1 week. You can't just say Solo Sikoa appears. You can't just say Solo Sikoa back on Smack, like, something, man. Why it's gotta be fucking return always this, return that? Just because you're gone for 1 week doesn't mean you got to fucking say he's returning. Like, come on here. Whatever. In the main event, we get our stupid women's main event, which no one fucking cares about. For some god knows what reason, this match ends in a disqualification. Because, get it? Asuka was in the other team, but she turns on her own team, which makes no fucking sense for her to, like, that this counted on as disqualification. But apparently this is a no contest, which I don't even know what the fucking the result is, honestly. Nor do I care. But that's what happened. Literally, the referee called the bell because Asuka left her team. She turned on her team and joined Damage Control. If memory serves me right, didn't Damage Control hurt her? How does that make sense? Unless, like, if fucking apparently Kairi Sane could forgive, then Asuka, I don't know. She joins fucking Damage Control, and that causes a DQ? Because she's attacking her own teammates? Since when is that a thing? With that logic, fucking Shayna Baszler, like, weeks ago, or whatever, how long that was, they should have been disqualified, her and Ronda, for that women's tag title match at the UK show, right? Like, how does that make any fucking sense? You know? Same thing with fucking God knows what, like past names. When a fucking wrestler would cost them the, I don't fucking know. Nor do I care. I don't care. How does that make any sense? Whatever. Shotzi tries to help Team Bianca, and like, who gives a fuck? How does that make any? I don't give a fuck. Boy, the numbers games, and then they ended the show with fucking Damage Control, and now the new joint, like, new alliance with Kairi and Asuka. Guess she's best friends with Kairi Sane, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That was a shit ending. I'll get it. That's a big clip. It's not a cliffhanger. It's not intriguing. I'll get it. It's gonna lead to some shit War Games match announcer or some bullshit. You understand this is still Survivor Series, right? You don't need to have a War Games for the women. You could just simply do a simple elimination style match. Like, whatever, man. I don't know. I don't care. I'm old school. But again, like, you can make War Games essentially a Survivor Series style elimination War Games match. But again, I don't like that they have to remove the roof. Get it? So all the flippy motherfuckers do flippy shit. Like, shut up. Fuck you. I don't know. Anyways, I don't give a fuck that, Asuka turned her dick. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, okay? Fuck women's wrestling. Again, I love women. I love fucking women. But it doesn't mean I have to fucking fake praise shit just to pretend I care for women's wrestling to get laid. I don't need to do that shit, you fucking retards. But again, it's just the WNBA shit. This show sucked. No star power. Sure, the Rey Mysterio thing, that's, the only thing that happened on the show, but was it enough to make people care about? No, I'm sorry, this show was no star power, not a fuck was given. And I hate to say that because I do like Rey Mysterio. It just sucks that he's not valued as a star, which I can't say it's like the guy with star power, you know what I mean? And LA Knight is not a big star yet. He's getting a reaction, but he's not like a big star that everybody knows the fuck he is. So just saying, Overall, the show is terrible. The fucking LWO thing, that's okay, but it's not enough, man. It just doesn't feel like nothing really on this show. So this show is boring, people. Bad show. Just as boring as Raw, for fuck's sake, with 2 hours. That's what I'm saying. Just keep real. Get your games closed by News 6 by Miss Bitches go. Oh shit, oh shit. That's what I'm about to say. Until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Fuck this SmackDown, man.